Hi guys, it's Naeem here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to add a report to your chart. We'll go through pie charts, but we'll also check out the other different chart types that we can play around with. So I'll just minimize myself. Here we are. And yeah, let's go into a report. As you can see, I have a standard lead report, nothing too crazy. And make sure you have your update preview on automatically if this is something new to you reporting, as it will let you see all the steps that you do. I find it really useful. First thing to creating a chart is clicking this button. And as you can see, it's actually blanked out. And the reason for this is your data is not grouped. What does this mean? When you're creating a pie chart, for example, you want to group the different sections that you would have of that pie chart. So if I just grab the lead source and I'm going to put it up here to group it by the rows, and as you can see, you've grouped your web leads into one section. You've got your phone inquiries and you have your partner referrals, and that's what I mean by grouping your data. This will allow you to add a chart, and it lets Salesforce pretty much put into place where the data needs to go. If you click add chart, you can see automatically it's put us into a bar chart, which is one of the charts we're looking at. Alternatively, if you click this cog icon here, you can see all the different charts that are available to us. And you can see we've got a column, you can see we've got a line, we've got a donut, aka a chart, pie chart. We also have our funnel as well as a scatter plot. Let's click on the donut. Now you can see that we have a pie chart, or a Salesforce donut, as they say. And it's actually grouped all of our different leads. Now, within the settings, you do have a few options that you can play around with, one being the title. So you can give it a title. So we may call it lead sources. And if we click off, you can see it adds it in. You can also choose the value, which is kind of a record count for now. You can also see slice by. Now, at the moment, we only have one option for slice by. And all that's doing is saying we looked at the groups and we're slicing it for the lead sources, but we only have one group, so we can only choose one option. But if we were to say grab rating and also group it up here and click back into the cog, if you click on slice by, you can also see we can select a different group. So you can see we've actually selected rating now, so it's actually grouped everything by the rating instead. This will come in really useful for our stacked bar chart, but again, we'll come back to that later. Now, for the sake of the tutorial, we'll go back to lead source. And as you can see, we've got these options here as well as the legend position. Now, the legend position is pretty much just where you want to position the meaning of all the different colors we have. And then you also have the option to show your values. And when you click that, that will show you the number of records within each section. And you also have the option to show percentages as well. So if you prefer to show percentages as well, you can see, the different percentages each one is at. And again, you can hover over it to see more information. Lastly, you kind of have, not lastly, we do have our combined small groups as well. In the case that we have some lead sources that have maybe one record, what it will do is actually combine them all into showing others. In the case that you don't want that, you simply uncheck it and it won't do that. Then lastly, we have our total, show total. Now again, that's just a number in the middle. And as you can see, when I click it, it removes the 20, which is the total number of records that we have. Now, just to summarize, first thing you need is a report. Second thing is you need to group by at least one field. Third thing is you click create a chart. And that's how you can pretty much create the basics of adding a chart on a report. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we have our stacked column. Stacked column, when we click on it, it'll be much more clear. You can actually see that it's grouped by the lead source, but it's also grouped by the ratings on top of that, which is really useful. So we have our groups along the bottom as well as our stacked rating. And again, you can choose what to stack by. So if you wanted to do it the other way around, where you want to stack by the lead source, you can group into the different ratings that you have and then group and stack by the lead sources. And that works both ways. So yeah, thank you for listening. I hope that was really useful.